everybody, Orphan here. Welcome back to Pikmin 2. Last time, we started our journey and almost crashed on the planet again as we try to repay our debts. Try to repay our company debts, great. Which means we're definitely not under a time limit we are not under a time limit, unlike Pikmin 1, which is great. What we are under is a heavy tutorial for the first few parts. Oh boy. I like Pikmin 2 a lot. God, the heavy tutorials in the beginning. Good morning, workers. Ready for another day of toiling for the profit of your company. The Pikmin seem to still be asleep inside their onions. What lazy creatures. No wonder they lack survival skills. Stand beneath the onion. Yeah. The heck was that noise? Louie, is that you? Alright, let's begin. Let's start by getting some more Pikmin to start out. There's gonna be times in the game where we want to be able to split up Olimar and Louie for different tasks and have different groups of Pikmin go separate, but that's not gonna be the case for this first part. You'll also notice that the sun clock is here now, showing that there is now officially a time limit in effect. I don't remember exactly how long the days are in Pikmin 2. They might be the same as Pikmin 1, I don't know. Oh god, I don't have 35. I don't have 35 Pikmin. The parts that I plan to do for this game will not be by days. That was the first part, yes. But this game is definitely different from every other Pikmin game as to where doing parts by days is not super great. I also don't know where to put my face cam in post now that this is here. I knew where to put it last part since the timer wasn't up there. But now I don't know where to put it here. So we'll figure it out somewhere, somehow. That's a lot of Pikmin! I didn't want to do that. Come on, look. Not all? There's 6, cool. You're all slow though. Like I feel slower than even, I feel like they're slower than even last game. I feel like they upped Olimar's and Louie movement speed. So, I feel like I really have to wait up for Pikmin when they're not flowered. Actually, here's a really good idea. Have a Louie. Yeah, Louie can keep an eye on the Pikmin that have to go back to the onion to carry stuff, and Olimar can go ahead. Oh, so in Pikmin 1, I would always end up like attacking the bulwarks from behind. That's not super great idea in Pikmin 2. I feel like they don't work that way super well anymore. Thankfully, they increased your throwing speed, so it definitely feels better to actually attack on the eyes from now on. Like, it feels like a lot better, so attacking the eyes is a lot better than in Pikmin 1, where I would just attack from behind, and it felt better. But since they upped the throwing speed, I don't feel like I have that problem. Now we can wait. I do need to wait for them to come back. Come on, Pikmin. Oh, there's a thing up here. Grab this. Come here. Come here. I feel like today might be the day that Pikmin can start turning into flowers if they're left in the ground. I don't know. I usually don't do that a lot. We're already at like a quarter of the way done with the day. Which it typically happens for the first day when you're just setting up and everything. Now I have to pluck all these quick. Pluck. And we already have 64 Pikmin on day 2. Yeah, they start you off with a lot, but don't think of that as the game being overly generous. No, this game will kick your ass over and over. It is not kind. If you're anything like me and suck at Pikmin games, you're gonna lose like all these Pikmin at some point. Now this is a treasure, so pick it up. Let's start breaking down this wall. And let's go back to grab the other Pikmin for when they carry the treasure back. Wherever they are. Where are they? I hear them. Are they? They're still over there. Okay, they're really slow. They are really slow. And it's like the max you can have on them. Oh, leaves are so slow. Come on, we're already halfway through the day. Come on. Almost there. Nearly there! I'm just waiting for the wall to be taken down over there. Bow, 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 bow. Name? Utter Scrap. Then why does it work so much if it's just called Utter Scrap? And the wall isn't taken down yet, so... I should hear a noise when the wall gets taken down. Hopefully. I really hope so. I just love having to sit still for a moment to make sure that the Pikmin catch up and that they don't, like, get out of the group and fall behind. There we go, finally. Wow, wow, wow! How could Pikmin destroy such a massive wall when their might is ferocious? Louis, did Olimar instruct your proper Pikmin commanding protocol? Time for it. Apparently not. Olimar, you are failing in your duty as a sphere. Allow me to explain. Press Yeah, I know. I know. Alright. With our 64 Pikmin. Time to begin the main thing that the game is centered around. Interesting. Warm air is welling up from the hole in the ground before you. What could lie underground? What is wrong? You both show expressions of unease. Do not fear. The leader's group of Pikmin will join you. I shall dispatch my research pod to approach the hole and press A to jump in. Emergence cave. I believe the game will save every time we enter one of these. Yep, and I don't even get a choice in the matter. Lovely. Not super great for a Let's Play if I lose the recording. Emergence cave, sub-level 1. Intriguing. My heat sensors indicate that this hole's interior is warmer than on the surface. Analysis says subterranean areas may support different life forms than the surface. If you wish to check underground terrain, press start pause to communicate me up for the map. I'm not just a ship, I am an all-purpose support pod. Great. So let's see. We have these underground areas, and in this game they are usually there's a mix of random floors where floors will be random, but also floors that are the same no matter what. No matter what the playthrough. So there's like a pseudo-randomness to it. This first cave is entirely not random. It is not random at all. So what you see are the same no matter what playthrough. Citrus lump. Wow, 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 wow. This hole appears to be quite deep. My sender to indicate more treacherous terrain ahead. Louis, you do recall what you can... Yes, I know. Your friend suggests you do? Great. And now, we wait. How can you possibly consider this beast a treasure? Beasts are incompatible with my circuitry. I suppose I will store your finds in my home. But I do not think beasts will be worth much. So yes, you can give the creatures that you find to the ship, but as he said, they will not be worth much at all. So they're not really worth it to get. Yeah, see, that was worth 2 Pokos. So it's not worth it. Name? Quenching Emblem. That sound you just heard means that there is no more treasure on the floor, which means you can safely go down to the next floor once you've gotten all treasure from the floor once you hear that sound. And I will save every time you go down a hole, which is a goddamn curse. Final floor. Out of my way! Thank you. Wow, wow, wow. It's inconceivable that such an immense object has been buried here for so long. The design on the outer shell around the surface of the planet is seen from space. Perhaps this can be used for something other than salvage. But how will we ever lift it? I fear that even 100 red Pikmin will be unable to lift it. And as he says, 101. And you can only hold 100 Pikmin on the field. So what do? You go on ahead. Go ahead and deal with all the enemies. There are more enemies in this first cave than I remember. Oops, should die. Thank you. Bye. Astounding, a flower blooms in a cave deep beneath the snowy landscape. Clearly it is warmer down here than above. Look, the Pikmin are restless. They look as they yearn to be tossed in the flower. So let's take a Pikmin. I believe that you can only throw 5 Pikmin into these. And they'll pop out. Amazing, a purple Pikmin. It has hair and is quite stocky. It seems very heavy and strong. This kind of Pikmin was not mentioned in your report, Olimar. It must be an entirely new type. At least you assume it's an entirely new type, and not that Olimar was slacking off. Transform Pikmin by tossing them into flowers. Intriguing. Perhaps there are others. Right. That purple Pikmin, and they are stronger. than regular red Pikmin. They can carry a lot more, and they're pretty, like, OP when you use them for combat. They're probably going to be the Pikmin that you rely the most on in this game. So, get used to it. Now, if I could just know where I was going, because God, it is so dark. I forgot how dark this first cave is. They are slower than red Pikmin, though, which means you gotta just constantly wait up for them. Ugh. Now we carry. Go, go. I'm not sure what an extra 2 will do, but sure. On we go. Actually, Louie, you stay there. I'm gonna walk all the way over here, because this is something you can do in caves. You can go all the way. Well, the Pikmin are carrying a treasure. You can just go all the way to... Oh, well. Spherical Atlas! There is a device resembling a microchip embedded inside this sphere. Retrieving data. Error, I could only decode a portion of the data, but I did retrieve new geographic charts. I will input the data into my planetary database and name it the Sphere Chart. Cool. Now that we have this new data, you should explore the decoded territory tomorrow. Cool. That's done. And there's a geyser. When I can go up to it, thank you very much. Astounding, water is shooting out this geyser with incredible force. Sensors indicate has enough power to launch you into the air. Approach it and press A to try. So, you do not meet the Pikmin in your group when you leave a cave or go down to a new floor. You will escape to the surface with all the Pikmin that are in the area. So you can just go to a geyser or a hole to another floor safely without having to worry about any Pikmin going with you, if you're worried about them dying. Cave complete. If you know you got a cave complete when it says cave complete and you got a flag up there. So yeah. You have successfully returned to the planet's surface. Excellent decision-making, gentlemen. We must celebrate your first successful spelunking expedition. You gathered a large amount of data that needs in-depth analysis. I shall send a report back to the President tonight detailing your progress. Great. Olimar and Louis, since you are for a new area tomorrow, today's work is done. What, you still want to work? Unacceptable. You may not realize it, but you are exhausted. Wow. Something for the company, allowing employees to rest and not making them work? I do only in a video game, only in fiction. You should take a much-needed rest. You have all the time you need to collect treasure. Haste makes waste, so take it slow and steady. I'm not sure how the Okate president would be feeling about that. The purple Pikmin don't have an onion of their own, so they have to stay inside the ship. Well, Phase report. Cool. Baby steps first, Omar. Plan well and don't worry about me. Our debt is with Happy Hope will take savings and loan. After all, besides, there's nothing left to repossess. So ha! Okay. Well, that's gonna be all for now. A nice little music when you when you find a new area. That's gonna be all for now. Next time we'll be beginning looking at the Awakening Wood. And also, if you notice something about this map, you'll notice it is overlapping the map of the previous game. So they like used the map of the previous game and put like new areas over it. Like they put a new like area over it of how it is. So yeah, it's gonna be it. But before we end, let's check out, maybe not the Picklepedia, I don't really care about the Picklepedia. Let's check out these treasures. The fruit we dug up from the floor of an icy cavern. It appears that the fruit's thick skin protected from the frigid cold. Quite remarkable. The shape of the fruit eerily resembles the president's head. P.S. The labyrinthian underground trails is like a completely different world. The area we recently touched down and blinked it with a fresh layer of frozen precipitation. When relaxing this, I named it the Valley of Repose. Using Pikmin to move obstacles, I was able to open up some new areas to exploration. I found this hunk of metal. I often brag about my inexhaustible supply of self-control, but when I peer at this treasure, I can't help but want to take a drink. The purple Pikmin were somehow able to carry this massive treasure. Today we measured their physical strength using the ship's onboard beef meter. Wow. Seems that they have 10 times the weight and physical power of any other Pikmin. Throw them, they land with a resounding thud. If I commemorate the cave I first encountered them, I named it an emergence cave. Yeah, that will be all for now. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next part where we explore the Awakening Wood. Goodbye!